J. Cole? Jermaine?
Welcome to the channel, everybody. My name is Zach. You can call me Zachaboo, and I'm here for you and any sneaker you may be curious about. The only catch is, they shouldn't cost you an arm and a leg. And while these guys started off pretty pricey, they've since dropped in price, and as a consumer, I'm really happy about that. I really am. But it's such a shame that these guys kinda went over people's heads. Maybe it's because the Philippines is a Nike country. Nike. Or I don't know, maybe it's also because of the design of the shoe. A couple of my friends did find it pretty ugly, kind of jarring, but I think these are absolutely beautiful, bro. These, my friends, are the Puma Sky Dreamer. Can I just focus fire on the box real quick? Because this is some quality stuff right here, man. Clean black Puma box with the white accents and the white logo. And here's where it kind of got me. You got some latches. So when you open up the box and when you close it, it just feels really secure. And it even has that satisfying little click. Here, check this one out. You get that? You hear that? No? Anyway, it just feels a tad bit more bougie than the usual shoebox that we've become accustomed to. I don't know, maybe it's just me. You might find me weird, but I kind of just think that it's a nice little hit.
But back to these guys. And as mentioned, these are the Puma Sky Dreamer. Most notably seen on the feet of rapper J. Cole and NBA star Kyle Kuzma, who recently got shipped to the Washington Wizards in a deal that sent Russell Westbrook to the LA Lakers.
Look, I know a lot of people troll Kuz for his performance last season, myself included, but you just can't deny the dude's a star, okay? And I really hope he does have a good career over in DC. I mean, brands like Puma won't exactly make him the star of the lookbook they did to release this shoe, unless he's already had a proven following. I mean, it's just business, for the most part. Pretty similar situation when it comes to endorsers. For a brand would be maybe Kelly Oubre for Converse.
Speaking of that lookbook that featured Kyle Kuzma, it was actually used to release and hype up the Puma Sky Dreamer, and they did so in a very vintage, sort of retro-themed way. The very reason being that the Puma Sky Dreamer is a direct derivative of one of Puma's all-time classic basketball sneakers from the 80s, and that would be the Puma Sky. That's pretty clear from the high-cut design of the shoe with the extra padding around the ankle, but what really goes over a lot of people's heads are the premium touches all over the sneaker. The collar itself has some buttery leather, which honestly should be on a lot of Jordans, but we'll leave that discussion for another day. Same type of leather can be found on a few areas, and the other overlays are mostly real suede, which includes that nice little strap that basically does nothing. Oh, and the logo itself, too. And if you didn't know, let me tell you, that Puma logo has always been a classic, and it just looks super clean, at least in my opinion. The main body of the shoe, though, mostly consists of mesh, and that's where you really see how Puma modernized a classic silhouette. Matter of fact, they didn't just modernize it, they recreated it using another modern-day Puma basketball shoe called the Puma Clyde Hardwood. Up until the high-cut section of the shoe, it's basically the Puma Clyde Hardwood, but with a few changes. I think the most notable one being the midsole. The cushion setup of the shoe is Puma's Pro Foam, much like the Clyde Hardwood, but instead of that TPU cage similar to the one found on the Adidas Hard-On Volume 1, they just removed it altogether. At least that's what it feels like in hand. Other changes include this heel counter, which looks kinda beefy, and a little bit of the traction that feels pretty good. Only comment I'd have would be that these feel like they pick up a lot of dust, so handle it how you will.
Now I do have a couple of nitpicks though, so I really hope you guys don't mind me sharing it. But look at that little toe rand, like right there. Totally missed opportunity, bro. I mean, they could have placed some really nice suede or leather on there like some of the other parts of the shoe. You know, just to sort of keep it uniform all throughout. But it's really whatever at this point, and the shoe still turned out really well. And that's also why I really gotta give Puma props, especially when it comes to their basketball division, which is actually headed by Jay-Z. They've been doing a really good job of subtly mixing in the old school with the new school stuff. In other words, they really play up on their heritage, but they do so in a way where it doesn't feel like they ran out of ideas and then just decided to recycle some design of the past, but with new stuff in it. I mean, look at these things. Are they a lifestyle shoe? Or are they a basketball shoe? The best way to really answer that is to say both. You want to bring back a retro vibe on the court without feeling like you're wearing a shoe from the 80s? Then try these out. Or if you're like me and you just want to rock them casually because you're also a fan of 80s shoes that have become lifestyle shoes, then by all means, give these a go. I think the best part is that these are pretty much on sale everywhere, so it won't really put a dent in your wallet if you decided to cop one of these things. Just a quick little note that if you still find these things selling for retail value, then most likely you just should look for another shop altogether.
Going over the fit of the shoe, and I can honestly say they fit pretty true to size. I got these in a 10, which is my usual size for Nike basketball shoes, but I also wouldn't mind going down half a size, which would be my usual size for Adidas basketball shoes. So these are kinda in between depending on how you want them to feel. Wide footers should be just fine going true to size, but if you have chunky ankles, then this collar might feel a little suffocating for you unless you leave the top two eyelets unused.
And that's about it for my review on the Puma Sky Dreamer. I think they'd be pretty solid if you wear them on court, and just as stylish if you wear them casually. Now, if you like this video, if you found it helpful in any way, then please do hit the thumbs up button. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Enable post notifications and share my videos with your friends, because the more followers we have, the more giveaways we're also going to be having. My name is Zach. You can call me Zachaboo. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.